Hello everyone, welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. I'm so glad you could join me today because I have a topic that's been causing quite a stir on social media lately, an intriguing beauty debate involving two of Turkey's most beloved actresses, Gupse and Ellen Sangu. All the details are coming up in this video, so if you enjoy staying on top of the latest entertainment news, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you really want to support my work, click the join button down below for access to members-only perks and behind-the-scenes content. Thank you so much, and now, let's dive in. For those of you who have been following the recent chatter online, you know that a simple comment from Ellen Sangu sparked a huge conversation about beauty standards in Turkey. During a live interview, Ellen was asked to compare herself to her colleague Gupse. Without hesitation, she remarked that she finds Gupse to be the more classically beautiful of the two. What was meant to be an offhand compliment quickly transformed into a full-blown controversy. Fans and followers immediately took to social media to debate the finer points of that comparison, and within hours hashtags like #GupseEfSelen and #BeautyDebate were trending. Now, I realize that tackling a subject like this in great detail can feel challenging. Beauty is, after all, an intensely personal and subjective concept. What one person finds stunning, another might view differently. Trying to write a long, in-depth analysis without losing that sense of respect for individual perspective is no easy task. But that's exactly what we're going to do here. Unpack the factors that influence our perceptions of beauty, examine how cultural and social norms shape our ideals, and look at how both Gupse and Ellen embody different types of beauty that resonate with millions of fans. The roots of the controversy. Let's start by clarifying what happened. Gupse, as many of you know, is married to the actor Bahar Ardu. The couple has been celebrated for their loving, supportive relationship, and Gupse herself has become a household name thanks to her comedic talents and warm personality. Ellen Sangu, on the other hand, rose to fame with a breakout role that showcased not just her acting chops but also a modern, vibrant style that set trends across Turkey and beyond. Both women are revered not only for their on-screen work but also for their off-screen poise and grace. So when Ellen said during an interview, "I think Gupse is more traditionally beautiful," it was likely meant as sincere praise. But what followed was a social media maelstrom in which fans dissected every word, every facial expression, and every possible implication. On one side, supporters of Gupse celebrated the compliment. They lauded her for having features, high cheekbones, expressive eyes, gentle curves that align with what many cultures consider classical beauty. On the other side, fans of Ellen felt she was unfairly downplaying her own looks and that the remark risked setting up a harmful beauty hierarchy. That's when the deeper conversation began. What do we really mean when we call one person more beautiful than another? Can beauty even be measured or compared in a meaningful way? And how do societal standards influence our judgments? Beauty as a personal and cultural construct. First, it's important to acknowledge that beauty has always been a complex interplay between personal preference and cultural norms. Anthropologists and sociologists have long studied how societies develop shared ideal standards of symmetry, body proportions, skin tones, hairstyles, and makeup trends. Yet within those broad cultural parameters, each individual carries their own biases shaped by personal experiences, family values, and exposure to media. In Turkey, classical beauty has often been associated with certain features: a strong, symmetrical bone structure, full lips, expressive, almond-shaped eyes, and a poised, graceful posture. These traits can be found in icons from Turkey's golden age of cinema to today's celebrated actors and models. Gupse possesses many of these characteristics. Whether in close-up magazine covers or candid red carpet photos, she carries herself with a refined elegance that matches those traditional ideals. When Ellen praised Gupse's beauty, she was tapping into a style that many instantly recognize and admire. But cultural ideals are not static. Over the past decade, a new, more modern standard has taken hold in Turkey and around the world, a look defined by youthful glow, experimental hair and makeup, and a sense of dynamism that reflects life in the digital age. Ellen Songu is often held up as a prime example of this trendsetter aesthetic. From her choice of bold lip colors to her ever-changing haircuts ranging from sleek bobs to long, beach wavy tresses, she embodies a contemporary beauty that thrives on reinvention and self-expression. That's why comparing Gups and Ellen can feel like comparing to different art movements. One celebrates timeless form and symmetry, the other revels in vibrant innovation and personal flair. Neither is objectively superior, they simply speak to different facets of what humans find beautiful, personal preferences versus public discourse. When discussing beauty in a public forum, there's always a risk. We might inadvertently validate one standard at the expense of another. That's what many fans worried about during the controversy. If we hail Gups as the epitome of classical beauty, do we risk sidelining the modern aesthetic that Ellen represents? Conversely, if we champion Ellen's fresh, dynamic style, do we diminish the deep cultural resonance of Gups's elegance? The healthiest approach is to recognize that beauty is multifaceted. One person's classical elegance can coexist with another's contemporary edge. Both can be admired equally without forcing a winner-takes-all comparison. And in fact, that's exactly what many thoughtful voices on social media began to say after the initial outrage subsided. Rather than picking sides, why not celebrate the unique charm each actress brings to the scene? After all, the real magic happens when we appreciate diversity. When we watch Gups deliver a comic monologue with impeccable timing, we're drawn not only to her talent but also to the way her refined features light up a room. When we see Ellen command the camera with a daring new hairstyle and bold makeup, we're reminded that beauty can also be about courage to experiment, to take risks, and to redefine the rules. What we can learn from this debate. So what lessons can we take away from the Gups-Ellen beauty debate? Acknowledge subjectivity. Beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. What one person finds breathtaking, another may barely notice. We all carry personal memories and cultural associations that shape our judgments. Recognizing that subjectivity is at the heart of any beauty discussion helps diffuse comparisons. Respect cultural context. Gups's classical beauty taps into decades of Turkish film and fashion heritage. Ellen's modern look embraces the globalized, fast-changing aesthetics of social media and streaming platforms. Both contexts matter, and neither should be dismissed. Avoid ranking people. Saying person A is more beautiful than person B can unintentionally establish a ranking that devalues someone. Instead, we can celebrate distinct qualities, one person's elegance, another's vivacity without pitting them against each other. Embrace diversity. True beauty lies in variety. Our world is richer when we allow different styles and expressions to flourish side by side. By appreciating the range of looks Gups and Ellen represent, we broaden our own understanding of what beauty can be. Mind our language. Compliments are powerful, but they're most uplifting when framed inclusively. Instead of "she is more beautiful," we can say, "I love her timeless elegance," or "her vibrant style really stands out." That way, we express genuine admiration without excluding others. Moving forward, celebrating both icons. In the weeks since the initial controversy, both Gups and Ellen Songu have gracefully sidestepped the negativity. Neither has publicly disparaged the other. Gups replied to a fan message with a kind-hearted "thank you" when someone mentioned her name in the context of the debate. Ellen clarified in a subsequent interview that her intention was to praise Gups's unique charm and that beauty, to her, is never a competition. Meanwhile, fans have taken to creating side-by-side photo galleries that highlight both actresses' best looks, one gallery celebrating Gups's refined gowns and classic silhouettes, another showcasing Ellen's trend-setting ensembles and bold color choices. In many ways, the backlash has transformed into a fan-driven tribute to diversity itself. At fashion shows, Magazine editors have invited both women to grace their covers together. Under headlines like Classical Meets Contemporary and Two Faces of Turkish Beauty, industry insiders report that designers are inspired by this dialogue and are planning collections that blend classical lines with modern twists, proof that even a fleeting controversy can spark positive creative collaboration. Conclusion: beauty debates will always arise when we talk about public figures, but if we approach them thoughtfully, acknowledging subjectivity, respecting cultural influences, and avoiding reductive comparisons, we can turn a potential controversy into an opportunity for celebration. Gupse and Ellen Songu each bring their own distinctive beauty to the screen and to the red carpet, and by honoring both styles, we enrich our understanding of what makes someone truly captivating. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into the Gups Ellen beauty conversation. I hope you found it insightful and that it inspires you to appreciate the full spectrum of beauty in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to Turkish Spotlight Secrets for more entertainment news and thoughtful analyses, and click the join button to support the channel and access exclusive perks. I read every comment, so let me know below. How do you define beauty, and which qualities do you most admire? Until next time, take care and keep celebrating what makes each of us unique.